What is good, my beautiful people? Welcome back. Welcome back. So we just ended off a 9 year cycle, which was 2025. We ended off the ninth cycle, which brought about endings, and now we are in 2026, which is a 1 year. And that 1 year brings the one vibration, which means that it's not just a new year, it's the year of a new reality for the next 9 years. And so today we'll be talking about what this one energy means and what the cycle means as a whole, as well as the energy that it brings. And so let's get into it. Like I said, 2026 is not just a new year, it's a brand new cycle. It's a one vibration. And one, as we said with Aries, brings that boldness, it brings that courage, it brings that moving without being hesitant, headstrong. Ones are usually leaders. And so as you go into this new direction or this new beginning of your life, you will discover that you've at least felt one of these five major shifts, at least one. And you could have experienced it in the last couple of months of 2025 or as of the 20th of March onwards. And we've only been in March for a couple of days. But for a lot of us, these feelings usually linger before it becomes factual. So before it manifests in reality, you'll feel this urge of, I need to start something new. I need to be a better person. I need to change certain habits. But as of now, we are definitely in the 1 year. So a lot of your old self, a lot of your old cycles have died down. For example, I used to smoke weed. On Saturday, I tried smoking weed again and I just went to sleep. It did not work for me. And so, what did that tell me? That's something that I left in the old cycle. That's something that I left in the past. But because I've been continuing without it for so long, I felt like, oh, I can go back and try it. And that did not end well for me because that is a part of the old cycle, the old me. And so, a lot of you have felt this feeling of, okay, cool, we need to stop smoking cigarettes, we need to stop drinking, we need to stop hanging with a certain crowd. There's a reason why you feel that. It's because your body no longer relates to that old perspective, that old you, that old limitation. And so within these five shifts, you might have felt, or you will be feeling, a new beginning. So the 1 year brings five shifts, which is number one, a new beginning. And that new beginning can come in three different ways. Either a new path, new direction, new job, or a new relationship. A new relationship with self, new relationship with spouse, with other. But basically what it just means is like there's this clarity in thought and a change of mind, a literal change of mind. Even old jobs, a lot of people have told me that they quit their jobs because they can no longer sit in that environment. And so that is literally a new direction. It's a new path. And then number two is independence. You might be feeling like you no longer need to follow. A lot of us in the previous years have followed crowds or just joined crowds to feel like we are part of something. But it's like this is the year where you discover and realize that you can literally be your own crowd. You can follow yourself. You no longer need to knock on your neighbor's door and ask, oh, what do you think of this idea? Should we do it? No, you initiate it yourself. You move on that idea yourself. You take bold action because that is what independence comes from. It means that you don't wait for the next person to give you the validation, to give you the yes, to make the move. You make it because you feel it. Number three, identity shifts. That's what I just spoke about. In 2025, a lot of us went through, especially the last 2 months, could have felt like a huge identity shift with major things going wrong in your life. And those things weren't there to break you down. Like I said in the previous videos, those things are there to build you. It's to give you a sense of clarity that you are moving in the right step. You are moving in the correct direction. Because the outgrowing of self takes a lot. It makes you tired, and that's why most of us could have spent this time sleeping, like kind of like you're in a dream, you're dazed. But it's the old self dying out and the new self being birthed. And so if you didn't feel that, you might have felt number four, which is also something that the 1 year is going to bring. It's fast opportunities, which is why you cannot be in a daze from now on. You can't be sleeping, you can't be too tired, because the new opportunities will move just as fast as they came. And so if you did not take hold of that opportunity or grab the opportunity by both hands, you'll miss it. Then you'll have to wait for the next opportunity. Even though these opportunities are moving fast, they can be capitalized, and that's the difference. In previous years, everything was slower, whereas things are going to move so fast that once you take it and you respond and you're able to like feed whatever opportunity you are grabbing, you're able to get results faster. The faster you get results, the quicker you grow, the faster you learn. And so, like I said, if you do not take these opportunities quickly, that comes to the fifth step, which is action. You need to be in a space where you're taking action. You can't be questioning what you're doing. If you're going to question what you're doing, people will kind of feel that and they will stop listening to you, or you won't trust yourself because you're not taking action. You can't be thinking this year. Too many people are going to come into this year trying to think, and that thinking is going to block their blessings and opportunities. And so the main theme of 2026 is, will you move or will you hesitate? Don't be hesitant. Now is not the time to be hesitant. Now is not the time to question where you're going and what you're doing. You had a whole 9 cycles to do that up until 2025, or since 2025, since the old you was dying and was being questioned, and you had all these like, why am I still allowing myself to do this? I'm done with this. I'm tired of this. You had a lot of time for that. And so when you come into this year, action is the name of the game. Don't think too long. Don't think too hard. Rather take the leap of faith and then learn as you go. That will be your best teacher. It comes from taking action. It doesn't come from being stagnant and trying to optimize the situation as much as you can. You're supposed to have a knowing within right now. And so that's the lesson for today. Stick around for part 2, which will be how to basically use all of these energies, or use the one energy to your full advantage. Stay blessed. Have a good day.